Hey everyone, welcome to Zozo Anime. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, here to bring you our final Volume 1 anime review your way. In particular, an anime TV series. What am I blabbing about, guys? I'm talking about Otaku or Wotako. Love is Hard for Otaku. Season 1 came out in 2018. It's TV 14, 23 minutes each episode. It was about 11 episodes, guys, for season 1. Let me give you a brief synopsis so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about or what the series is generally about. A gaming otaku and I guess a Fujoshi reunite for the first time since middle school at work. Okay, the series was created by Fujita. Some of the actors, guys, and if you want me to go through some of that, Arisa Date, she plays Narumi. Kenta, Itou, who plays Hirotaki. Those are the two main characters, almost, guys. Miyuki, Sawashiro, Hanako, Tomakazu, Sugita, Taro. Yuki Kuji, who plays Naoya. Can't even pronounce half these names, man. It's too early in the morning. Mitsuyumi Tamura, Hirotaki as a kid. Ayo Yukiko, Takuma Terashima, Baba. These names are fucking funny. Pardon my language. Taku Shishiro Alba. Just to give you a few, guys. So basically, guys, if you're a huge, I guess, anime, manga fan, or a video game player in general, this is what this is about. This is not like really my alley. You know, I'd never read manga or anime. I'm just watching right now, so I can relate to that. But as for video games, I played a little bit of Super Mario and stuff, but this is like deep dive gamers, you know, which a lot of you are. Me, I'm not. So you can already tell that the premises of the background of the story, I have no like relatable factors or interest in it at all, right? So basically it's two couples that end up working together at this place that they play video games all day, and at the same time the ladies are more into manga and anime while the guys are diehard gamers, right? So both worlds collide, and you can only imagine they're kind of like what I would like to call, not that it's a bad thing, don't take this wrong, nerds. It's the best way I can say it. When I grew up, that's what we called nerds. They weren't the cool people, whatever, but they were very immersed, and all they live, breathe, die every single day is video games, manga, and anime. That's what it was. So you got them. So they're trying to like relate to each other and understand each other's world without being ostracized for doing so, right? Because that's their life, live, breathe, whatever. And then after work, go for a few drinks, whatever, hang out with friends, boom. So you got one original couple that doesn't seem to be a couple of the original, that fight with each other all the time, and one happens to be this guy's boss. The other two meet from years of not seeing each other, and they finally meet, and for some reason they decide, you know what, since they're a couple, let's be a couple too. And that's where the adventures go. So they're trying to convince everybody that they're a couple, and at the same time the other ones are trying to hide that they're a couple. So they're always arguing, but it's very verbally abusive for the other couple, but they really care about each other, and the people who are pretending want to be kind of like them, but minus the yelling and screaming. So slowly over time, like every other anime love story, romantic comedy, that's what happens. They slowly grow to each other, you know, get close to each other, and you know, realize that hey, maybe there's more than just pretending that there's feelings and all this video game playing and manga and all this stuff, that you know, there's something there. And that's what happens over time, and that's what they build up. I'm telling you right now, the first 4 or 5 episodes, I was ready to tap out. I'm like, nah, this is going nowhere. And it's bad enough that I watched it subtitles and they were speaking Japanese and didn't know what's going on. So for me, it takes me a little bit out of that element than it would normally if it was dubbed in English, you know? My ignorance. But that's what it was, right? It's at first. But then as we hit, I guess, episode 5 or 6, that's when things started to get more interesting for me. This is more adult theme, like not your teenager, like 13 to 17. This is more 22 to 30 something year old, I guess, storylines and seriousness and all this stuff. And yeah, there's some crude humor, some more adult themed, mature topics and discussions, and you know, different kind of types of relationships. So if you're into that, if you're not into that stuff, then you're not going to be interested. And their culture overall, how they take their anime, manga, and gaming serious in this particular community, if you want to say that. And yeah, man, like from working late to, you know, meeting time to playing to drinking to the way they speak to each other, how men talk to women and vice versa. And I'm telling you, it's crazy, but it brings you into that world. And then of course you meet new friends, a brother, and all this stuff. And I'm telling you, like jealousy, whatever you can think of, they threw at this thing, and they got interesting the last 4 or 5 episodes. The only thing like I hate about this is it didn't conclude anything. It's kind of like, it looks like they were on the verge of maybe like separating or going their own different ways. But the girl who wanted them to be supposed couple was really falling for this guy. Goes, you'll never be interested in a thing, this kind of person. No way. And then she kind of was jealous of the other people going on a date. So they went on a date, and then they were having a little fun at some amusement park that they couldn't talk about anything anime, gaming, or manga for the entire date. You know, put money in their little swear jar. And at the end of it, they had one like final conversation, and they're going to be together, but they're more happier talking about their stuff, what they're interested in, not at all. And they're kind of like walking home, and she kind of made a deal with her, like, well, you can cook dinner for me, and then we can talk about whatever. So they're kind of like going along with the flow, and hopefully things will work out for them. And that's where it kind of left off. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Is there a season 2? There is. There has to be. But for what it was, I enjoyed it. I went from, oh my god, I really don't like this, to, yeah, you know what? I wouldn't mind watching a season 2. So there you go, guys. That's my quick rambling thoughts on Wotaku, Love is Hard for Otaku Season 1. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep on following the channel, guys. I should be returning, keeping my fingers crossed, taking a little breather from this because there's just so much to watch. I've watched so much anime in the last maybe 2 months and a little bit. My head's going to explode. But anyways, we'll return probably sometime in late summer to early fall in the near future, hopefully. So tune in for that, and yeah, that's my official review on that. So watch our other reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the King and his presence on TV, and hopefully I'll see you guys down the road sometime later this year. So until then, be the hell good, stay off the King's throne, and I'll see you guys where? Right here on Zozo Anime.